8. See, I wrote an 8 up there. Isn't that great? I got cosine 2x. Then I've got a equals sine squared x. And I got a minus 2. So I take a look at this problem and go, all right, I got a cosine 2x. That's got to go because I got an x somewhere else in the problem, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change it to using my identity. Whoops, no, plus. Now, I'm going to combine like terms. So I get 2 sine squared x is here minus 2 cosine squared x over here. Right? Now, who said I'm doing this on the board and got excited? That was Mr. Green?
I said it, she said it, yeah.
All right, Mr. Green. Where do we go from here?
I mean, I would change everything to sine, so 1 minus sine.
Because I got a cosine squared and everything else is in terms of sine. I can go ahead and do 1 minus sine squared.
Okay, well, and then you can combine like terms.
Combine like terms. I get 3 sine squared x. And I got a 3 over here.
So then you divide by 3, and so 1 equals sine squared x. And you square root of both, so 1 equals sine x.
Half right.
Oh, plus or minus 1.
Plus or minus. When you take a square root, it's plus or minus. You have to remember that. There's great carnage. Somebody will forget on the test. There's great carnage all over the test. Half their answers are going to be wrong because they forgot that little detail. Okay, so where does sine x give me 1? Now remember, we're talking about principal values, so I'm talking about between negative 90 degrees and positive 90 degrees. But I only need to find the positive one, right? Because then it's going to be the same thing for negative, which is a minus sign, correct?
Right.
Where does sine give me 1?
90 degrees.
90 degrees. So one of my answers, x is going to be 90 degrees, and my negative answer has got to be the other same reference angle, but in the other direction, so that's going to be negative 90 degrees. I'm done.
I'm going to convert the sine, the 2 sine to 2 sine x cosine.
Okay, so why are you converting that sine 2x, just for the record?
You can't have double angle.
Yeah, well, I could if this thing wasn't sitting there, right? That thing sitting there says I got an x and a 2x, there's nothing I can do. I'm never going to like terms as long as that's true. I got to kill it, and I know how to kill a double angle, so that's what I'm going to do. So, here we go. 2 sine x cosine x to the double. It's still got to be squared, right, though? Okay. Now what, sir?
I don't know.
Okay, so if I have things like I've got 2x squared, what do I do?
Oh, it's 4x.
4x squared, right? So we're going to do the same thing here. We're just going to apply it to everything because it's multiplication, not addition. If it's addition, I have to FOIL it, right? There's no addition sign here. This just becomes 4 sine squared x cosine squared x plus cosine squared x equals 0. So this is like, what?
Combine my terms.
No way I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Yes, you do that. No, there's no place to do that in this case. Looks like a quadratic to me. What do I do when I got a quadratic?
No, I literally.
Factor. How do you factor that? It's 2 items.
We can do.
Oh, honey.
Did you just call him honey?
No, that's never honey.
What kind of harassment's going? You call her honey?
No.
Yeah. Oh, honey.
What?
Oh,
Nothing.
wait, am I going to do like 2 brackets?
Except it's only 2 items, right?
You are my daddy.
Yeah.
I know.
So I'll do cosine.
So I can factor out, so the 2 items, I just factor out something from both. What can I take out of both of those?
Cosine.
Cosine
Squared.
Yeah.
squared.
Cosine squared. And then 4 sines, yeah.
I'm gonna wait and see if I get the
And
same
then cosine squared x equals 0.
Yeah.
And 4 sine squared x plus 1 equals 0.
Oh, I didn't know
Move the 1 over 1. Actually, we'll do the cosine squared first. Square root both sides.
Why didn't that write a plus or minus down?
Because it's just 0.
0 plus or minus 0 is still 0. So where's cosine give me 0?
Cosine gives you 0 at 90 degrees.
90 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's do this one.
And then 4 sine squared x equals negative 1. Divide by 4. Square root both sides. Wait, can I write this down real quick?
Please.
And then it's going to be sine x squared, or sine x equals 1 over root 2. It's negative, you can't do anything. Can you?
No real solutions, right?
Yeah.
So this just becomes 90 degrees. Now, if that was positive, this would be 1 over 2. 1 over 2 give me 30 degrees, and negative 30 degrees is plus or minus. This is negative. That does not apply.